na senia wodi wie no mabunu na mo ho no bibi na anko yia ye wo mra wo man mu ye mfa mra kwan so ne ye mfa mpe no kure wa asem no mu na se kusi kwan ye makamba eno no wo yesa die na de beka nipa na wahwere ne nkwa no na wo san ko fa sakasaka asan ba kromo ho na nsan bi na mefin kran ba ebedu krobisu dade so na dade so ebeduru ye no na ayi tanka bi akonya accident ne da ho say na gas na ne wo mu nti fire service for ba ho be ka som say o mo tonton ne ma wo kwan ho no ma obia ensoja anye saa say leakage wo gas ne mu a betimi amana pai na be shikru ni nyina nti ma o monye na kromo fo no so ye say o yenso wenum na yedidi nti se mo so me nye dia yenso ye maka ntwem nti me beto saade no ma block kwan no and creating no eja metimi ke ma na me ho adi yesa obunyina e ba so na fe una ye kure be ba ho nti be process ni na sie na ono mo e kan sem no eventually na enti ase ye adwuma o my ko na ye gina ho be gina ho more than 30 minutes ansa na chiri no nti ase because na kana atoato so a tintintin na ye nam ho a be ni mo aye be hunu de na asi nti mesre se eno de omoma ememu na emum emra wo mayimu ye mfa mra kwan so ne emfa hwehwe mu na se obi na okoti mra ede mra na hye ne nsem ye ne opa se sanity se ne omo pese mo kire no a emra no ede ne nsa kire se ni pa so emra no bidi nti enyai bibia mfama emra na ubisa mra se bedwa fie mia metia me na chi kakra ikodi dwuma bi ma mra se bedwa no a wo amanoni nano ifiada no anajo na mbeduye
okay that means Thursday now ni parliament
debi okay ti fiada anajo na mbeduye mbeduye na mi nuya kuma yi awoye MC oso ame na ma mi ewu ana omoye yi no memenda ifa nti na ma mi etwa me dwumadi no so kra e bae nti memenda ana para me the first flight by ba yi no ye to aso and run so yesa ko to aso nti na minim ra shebe dwafi ne mum ni akoso no de na me follow ewo me wo amanone ni nyina na me ni di akiri asem ni nyina ne sei asem no ne sei enipa bia omo mra shebe dwafi ho akase omo nipa nine bi ba kunya ndisi ni miensa ye MPP4 ena omo say aba ye beto na ye de aba amrahye bedwa be hyase January 7th 2025 no ono pese January 2025 de se duru ha baby amu sese no omo enyina ho biu em say nipa odi kan eye the second deputy speaker ye mrahye bedwani ma formina na ono no ye MPP ni ene bibi nti abato aye to no 2020 no okugina kontekro no mu no ene yeto aba na ono kontekro no independent candidate ne wene ye no de ba mrahye bedwafi enei oda ho eye oda so ye mrahye bedwani no say mrahye bedwa be ba foforo no edie eduru ha obepese obedan no no obegina MPP ticket edie akopre na yato abanama no neno na enipa miensa bi nso ka no miensa no mienu MPP4 ena ba ko usuhum ena ba ko agona I think agona west Cynthia Morris omo mienu no MPP4 ena omo so say aba ye beto dia ko next year parliament no omo ye MPP4 say die nanso next parliament to aba ma omo ba dia ompeso mo ye contact for omo ba as independent members of parliament nipa oka ehon bio no ayefe no Honorable Aka ono so ye NDC ni ono so se ne party eni na eni ni yi nti abaye beto de akọ next year parliament no ono so be so ko kontekro na speaker ekotena dwomu no ono wabuse na dwen mu no nkofo no mienu no nkofo 9 no obi afi ni gina bira owo sei ese okọ baby fufuro nti eno no ama ekwan abeda wo mu akonwa eno eho nti ose e kan mo akonwa ebutu yes e kasa nipa 9 na akonwa butu dia na yeya endi MPP for ye wo ha aduasan so na contact rent ka homa ne ye wo ha aduasan enwotwe dise nipa miensa free mu dia na chese wo majority no eso ate abeduru 135 NDC for say 137 nti se ono oka ba ko akonwa butu a na chese aka wo ha aduasan ensia nti na chese NDC for na be omo kokos no abedo so achen what used to be the majority caucus no abedo so achen omo ba ko nti ena ato say ene ono ye majority leader nti sana assemnostie na baby say speaker ne waka no wo mra kwan mu ana then ne mra no ka so your constitution no article 97 ena ono ugina so article 97 no it can be ewo ho o say se me kan no bro focus mu a o say a member of parliament shall vacate his seat. A member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament. Now, 97, article 97(1). Now, okay, if you want now, no say upon a dissolution of parliament, say parliament Brennason.
Okay.
Like I say parliament Brennason. January 6th, and I do me. So, if you want to know, be your knee beam. And yes, I suppose the speaker. Or say, if he is elected as a speaker of parliament, so I am Rashe be your knee. Na say, obey speaker. Obey speaker, no, Wakunyano. Like I say, Akunyana to.
Or say, you pay Nipa for
Nipa for Beshaw. Tesenia, Honorable Do Ajaho. I was a Jahono, a member of parliament. And obey speaker. Until then, obey speaker no anakunyano. Ye kabutu and ye kway by election. Aveno. Inti, by yes, Hassem, and a speaker can house him. It also means, or say, if he's absent without the permission in writing of the speaker, and is unable to offer a reasonable explanation to the parliamentary committee on privileges from 15 sittings of a meeting of parliament during any period that parliament has been summoned to meet and continues to meet. And no assem and the bar adjustafo. Yeah. Assem say ya trase say ya bar stetena. Boswe miensa ya kwa stetena. Na say they move they do nenum wa ma parliament. Na say went me answer speaker. E kwan ama kwan they say they do the numuni wa na ye frew na bisa na woni anu ye papa bia committee no any recommendation ba say asem ye frew no woni anu ye papa bia nti enyu ye nka wakonwa no ento eno anu no
okay
na sa asem no say na ye
ka ho asem
ye to so nan no or say if he is expelled from parliament after having been found guilty of contempt of parliament by a committee of parliament. Ebia waye eni amon ho sembi o emrahye be fie ena ye bisa umu no asem na bo uni asem pepe bia committee no timi ka se o waye eni amon ho sem e brebi justice 9 time no rebi eba emrahye bedwem na wonye emrahye bedwani no ye deputy minister ni ye ka sembi na asem ne fa NDC penin ba kwame na hoy eho na megiri sa penin no do kwame na hoy pa ndi asem na ye ke no sa penin no de echampo na MPP for also the first MP you call your kusi ya nine or bekwai ne friend ura a champon the champon for me a champon bahakono if free na konwa so e call e crosso e by the other side e ko to the twede e ko to a champon bekwai twede anka o person ko to share no so bono na shebe je fie ho na nya se papa enti ebo speaker man ye sa sema esiri no speaker nan e da na chi sa asem no wonde wa hu ni siye and yes yemfa no nko ayi privileges committee say asem no chew pe bi ba mu akiri e ma yetwe asem no esan ye but say asem no privileges committee ene nke ye call ye no e bo no a nke wono no ana wo ye mrahye bedwani a ka yetwe na kunya ne si nchen
so wato ai mrahye bedwa mra
wato mrahye bedwa emra na nyesa asem ne ye kana sesei etoso bi no was say if any circumstances arise such that if he were not a member of parliament would cause him to be disqualified or be ineligible for election under Article 94 of this constitution. Say bia ya to abama waba mrahye bedwe fie ho. Nanso asem bia na esie ewo wabrabo mu na nedi say nanka adedi anka ya to abama. Anu bi ne si ewo Asin Central aya koto aba ho no
honorable Joe
Question o se na yeto aba no na se na o dual citizenship wa nedi amaleta komisa fo ehunu o mbisa nso o dual citizenship o se da bi wa ga na ni prekopa oni e na obi ko fa asem no e ba se oboa asem ba nyi hu se o ye dual citizen yampa nti constitution so ma ho kwan sa ene e ka na konwa no ebutuye ne koto aba Emma onwa no san be gina because I'm ready na fe na akọhoro no ho afri Canada kuro no emra asese wonye Canadian biu anyway na nya sa asem ne ye kana sesei ye to so biu no wasese ni ba kono ankasa resign from parliament and so ye kana konwa ebutu nipa a waye sa pay ne fe Kofi Asante o Amenfi I think Amenfi West no ye ndisi ni alagete time no atworo krata de ba parliament say we free in the party
okay
into a resign from parliament ne kotaba our Memphis Central yes asem ne can say ye to so bi no say oba gia or say if he leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election to parliament to join another party or seeks to remain in parliament as an independent member or say ya to abama to say bia me ya to abama me gina ho e maso ame empeso aso MPP di mi na me de call ye e na me koduru ho no afei me se da bi me be se me jai MPP na me call NDC se ko basa ade a makonwa no ye ka ebutu ano so bi asipen professor what you saying o gina NDC ticket o Tamale Central and yet Toba man obey him Rashabini. Well, you saying is no MPP needed that. Or Bam Rashabino, or no half who is sending the make or no so no. And T and this now Ujina Muno on sign in Nemubu. And T Wasaba near day or ba MPP. And no a cobasa. The one was sorry if you be a NDC for the tea. A cross carpet and a bar. Maybe an MPP for no. Na constitution is also.
Okay.
Or say a basa. Yanto aba foforo ye ka wakonya no butu ni ato aba foforo na we nia enkrofo yi nan yakoye anabo esema we independent member of parliament on can say independent member of parliament for the life of sa parliament you know wojai ni parliament foforo be ba no and was say parliament foforo be ba na de obekọ MPP so inti ena ama wono wokasa samra no awe no enye yi omo ayaka no Cynthia Morrison aka ena Suhum MP no I think what the Ashanti womo emiensa no so de no te sei womo so Suhum ni no onka se MPP a womu na de ba parliament ni wojai
Kojo Ashanti
wonka se wojai na emum no the next parliament ne beba no de obeye independent nti wadi wabona dwen mu pose parliament foforo ne beba no de obeye independent because MPP for afọ bi agina ne hodada eno no say akwaya MPP for no ebeyi ne free ho no oni party ne nya adwen isa na tie de obegina kontekro na wako imprempre ya ye kasa yi onye kontekro MP onye independent MP eno nka say wo jai party no so odaso ye member of parliament sana Cynthia Morrison de no tie sana aka nso de no tie enti say o ye speaker na wo kasa o mabo mutiri mpo ne de a chese onya boni obedi enti me twena so sese ya na chese o constitution no wa mfa nya adwuma na we na ma afenyo marking majority leader no akọ Supreme Court say na ansa na asem ne ba parliament ne kra no no watu ya na mo no ko Supreme Court and they say ni nkrofo ne caucus no emu miensa akoyesi and this nso ba ko akoyesi na person Supreme Court no ekire mu yie kire yen say almost status say no omo gina bia no etisen so na Supreme Court me bua asem no omo ntra asem no so kra ni e na Bagbin e be ka say oyesa e na afenyo no ka che ne say there be asana bedu ho no me kra me no ahia kokom e parliament no so ye kwa setena leaders ni speaker ko ye meeting e na so ko kire mu kire no ho na sikati ase so onye bibia according to afenyo no was speaker na man assurance say onye bibia sa obetie ni Supreme Court no e de beba
okay as a speaker di kan assure no
di kan assure
no say obetie the Supreme Court for American no
ena okutra ko dwani mu ena assurance na wo de ma afenyo no wan san ankoye ena okoye ne sa na speaker no asma wo kan say ebrebi angel eye esie makuru ya oye MPP ni o ka say oko independent na Professor Kyei no ye speaker no ka say so akasa dia ni party e de krata abre no say so akasa dia we free party no mu ana say party na yinedi onye party ni biu so ayesa dia ye nyini mfi parliament Emma Professor Kyei e be kan say party ni de krata abre no enti no esema no enye member of parliament biu samre na nam ye majority leader and Ukraine no Professor Kyei can't asem no me catch and say unfortunately me na me majority leader there but unfortunately me ne nya adwen wo sa de na waye no adentia the entia me can't say me ne nya adwen ne say party cannot expel you from parliament, the party can expel you from the party but me ka say yiwedi and say yiwedi kra mponu efi party no a omuntimi nka say ye yiwefi parliament
because parliament o nye party sem ana
ugina party na de call ye
ba onye wura ho de a
emra no say if the person resigns from office as a member of parliament by writing under his hand address to the speaker and a vacancy ba yi f no a me kan ye no ndo me ka kire o se Kofi Asante ono na churo krata say we free or resign fi party no party ni ntimi nka say ya resign am what you say it's not the party that takes the decision say this person has resigned or he has been expelled in the nyini parliament asem no the ntia me ka asem ni Professor Kyei enya adwen no na ebiesi pen 1993 ebisi 1993 MPP for Yanko Parliament. But asem krono ABC. The see and say na orebi your friend Moses Mabengba or your concombeni or your NDC ni and I will call Parliament. They then whip for the NDC near friend of Alaji BF Husseini or Tamale Central MP. One royal whip ma NDC. And I almost can't send me on Rasebe fee. And I will know what can't say. Samre ni muna na konkomani na numba fo nya ayi ntokwa e wo srem ana Alhaji Hussein no ka se konkomafo no mo anyae ne omo ye no a nsase na omo teso no ye dagombafo nsase nti omo abepam wo mo free nsase no nyina o you should tell me we shall flush you out. The Dagombas shall flush you out from the Dagomba lands that you occupy. And the man Moses Mabingba no also the yawo e kan say o ye Dagomba ni mesome ye konkoma ni o kasama Dagomba fo mesome kasama konkoma fo na mesome ka kire wo say mo de monsa e ka konkoma ni ba ko a say mo be flash out bia makunyen yen konkoma fo ne te say Israel fo mukum ba ko a yebekum du a yebekum wo ha o kan asem no parliament and o say won twensan no say bono asem wa asem yi ase a waka kire me ne me nkrofo no wono won twensan me say media mentwensan me twensan na twensan kina to be si parliament Alhaji Hussein no ye penny in fiemu no o che Moses Mabingba bebre no ye headmaster of Tamale Secondary School for a very long time abaye ofi ho akoye director of education northern region at that time nti o ye penny in fiemu e che Moses ena parliament no ho no so no o dibia e che Moses Mabingba no mka se Moses mpacha o ka se onye no party ni control krata se ene o ma spelling Moses Mabingba e free party ni mu nti by that no yenyini fi parliament obeda someone na ya attorney general and we see mu kan say someone expelling from party ni kra they can't expel him from parliament because of provision now party ni mu no our constitution ni mu no say gise ono aso fi party ni mu so wo so yi na fi mu a undi means emfa force me yin fi parliament order he should be there until the end of the 4 years.
Okay.
And this asem no na si penti na me ka che professor Kyei se me ne nya adwen no once asem si Bagbin wan ko fa ono time no no parliament o nso ko fa hode na me yesusu dua okwedie no no de abe yesusu dua nti menua media ne tintini titia ne se Bagbin oni nyina so bia eni constitution na asema wo kan se me say next year me yesei wo se wa kan a kire me say next year be yesei ni de me ma fa ne say we free party ni mu what you say in any event so what will be a free party mu and I say we say will be a party fufuru mu a say me ko party mu me free MPP mu na say me ko NDC mu a how do I become a member of NDC technically no how do I become a member of NDC just say me apply party na pene so ya ma membership card can you prove say esiama why sir ena you see asam no kra ne kofa bae no ena ma ne yehu kakra asam ne kofa bae ne sai haru na dusu ena tamale omo ne rally ena oye ena wokaso asam a esi die se ko parliament me go ko trigger provision na wo constitution no nti me go ko catch the speaker say ne esi nkrofo no ye omo fi parliament ebe ye nti me de petition ba koma speaker haru na this petition no abre speaker mpa na ye mremu no ne friend stand here des no say obi di petition bre speaker no man ho kwan ba kono di speaker no di petition ba no ye say man ho kwan no meka ho asem o mrashe be fie ho wo ka ho asem wi a na speaker na bochire e di ama ba so for e from petitions committee so mo ko hwem no mo fa report mra her na do petition na o de ba unti petition no na say obama ne kwan ma na ye say o ma ne kwan ma ne nye no o mo koye na to forcing eye minority da no sorry say o ye urgent statement ye mra no so no e ma ho kwan me statement na emom statement de so be a statement by way of giving information. Statements are informative. The information emma ye bo assembly hu dawru kwa nti bia na obeka asem no na bia nyansunso aso bia ho na speaker ka say okay nya wakanti no bia minister ebi How are responsible for as man can emanimra no much I say muyi. And the speakers gave directives about statement to be making. Statements na nkasa no improvoke debate. Enti so be a statement a. Now so a statement nti make a ruling e wo ho a. I don't even fa neighbor. Your rules no e makwan say obi ko statement house maybe ruling on the statement. Nti eno krambo no are completely out of place.
Na say eno na Supreme Court say ya ma mo fair hearing. I nka wo say nka sa agrofo no mo ye affected and say the wo kan say nka or the beto parliament or na wia yeti ekuo mo hwehwem ansa na bia ye take decision on it by way there obia anhwehwem speaker nko na gina ne tumi so dey take that decision.
That is also another matter. Mintie the Supreme Court no kan yi afenyo na ka say ya momo ekwan meaning say Supreme Court no kan the same thing.
Yeah, according to ne way now
what he went to seek as Supreme Court no buama no was say Bagbin akase na ono na say ya momo hearing.
Yeah.
So nti yen stop the execution of a ruling now speaker amano say it should not be executed into the implementation or injuncte say until Supreme Court be asem no and he say you must add in the ejuma. So what I say and that is something me a holiday me yikakra me my own thinking. If you read the constitution now or say a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament. When Kofi Ashanti wrote, the speaker read the letter, and that was it. There's that automaticity. What you saying? Cross carpet, no? What you say? Say, as I constitute have committee, be say. And then I say, "Sir, technically, you hold it. Me were difficult kakra." Okay. However, afenyo original written out the Supreme Court no ono o seek interpretation say enkrofo no o ma declare intent. Declaration of intent does it amount to vacation of seat? Supreme Court the sad beba am the ba area I think it will close the chapter.
Okay,
but me I have some worries about kakra about the way speaker no any money be. On say confusion about bebre or parliament, Unfortunately, bebre no speaker no so. His own understanding or misunderstanding of the constitution. You trouble man no, and you can say trouble man because you choose no as the speaker. The speaker or no one can say you trouble man no. Because you trouble man will be on say the person's position is supported by figures. It will be a any person in the trouble man we move to abetiano. Speaker the confusion about we adopted him as the speaker. Obey speaker ni and so Ghana parliament is a hung parliament. You can say hung parliament. I should say numbers no equal. Split down the middle. It be a way 100, way 100, way 100, majority 100, minority 100. And your friends say a hung parliament. And the hung parliament, say a kobasa leadership. You need clear majority leader. And Tibia, yes, okay, and your family, leader never majority leader for be a 1 year. The way minority leader no. After 1 year, near switch it. No, we have a minority, no have majority. Sana hang parliament here. Ghana's parliament, and Tessa. The caucuses, majority caucus, na majority by just one. Slim margin, +1. But who win aba? Who win by one? Who win we can declare you winner. Yeah. Because the Titus Glover. Nipa trouble. Nipa miensa. And what they win you. He became the Nipa thousands of trouble. 3. What they win here, be member of parliament. Yeah. What you say? And they say about say mienu say a half cramponua is a majority. And there was no hang parliament. And he started describing us as co-leaders. And one day, he catches him as speaker. With the greatest respect to you, let me say hang parliament. I want to say. So what you say? Its implications, say leadership will rotate. The there is a slim majority. Maybe if you say it's a near hung parliament, I'll agree with you. But to say Ghana's parliament is a hung parliament in there, I disagree with you. And then you can't and no kotoy. And wachi ena Samuel no free co-leaders and also kotoy. Ena adwasa for se me by. What kind of constitution is clear? So I say if it is determined by a committee of parliament, and also there be committees some way also when they report about parliament. What I say? My parliament ni nyina agi tumu. Again, me cite examples in the constitution chire no. Say entesa some committees here momo kwan ema omoye adwuma ema in the name of parliament. To say ebia a parliament kra ye recess assembly, there's no provision for it in the budget. Finance minister Timi Efre finance committee. So same say NSC. He hears it immediately. Or we need BSc, we hears it immediately. Now, how catch the finance committee? Finance committee they can authorize finance minister and say, okay, can if contingency fund the money for Parliament bar. That's the budget time as well. Now the near friend of supplementary budget. Abba. Supplementary budget in the entire parliament be approval, but immediate release of money to it can be done by the by a assembly ba ye mrebi na say minister odi eba no say ade we hia say ye nimputupu mu wo de ba parliament ho ye bo chire de ma ba asomfo amohwe no a committee responsible no a omo ne kotra say be determine say no at the end of agent in the end say agent bill. When they make the determination for and on behalf of parliament. Committee back and they take a decision and my parliament and the speaker can say committee behind me take a decision for a year. Constitution in the society constitution lecture no. Or say no cry. Change I just say so asem no. In the asem no etwetwere ho. Asem no see you. So that is it. Then you remember say Speaker Kuriya be can say deputy speakers. Amoto abenyi. Emma esiama Kuriya ti akonwam. Sa some speaker be kan no ti akonwam emrahye bedwa. NDC for no ekọ se na akonwa no. Ekohwa na se akonwa. Speaker ne this are confusion e bai. Nanu you say LGBTQ emra private member bi e dia ba. Constitution no kan tesi say ye emra. Na se mra no ebe me akoyi sika fi oman no foto mu e dia yesa e dia implement mra no a sa mra no parliament as a whole no kura ntimi nka mo munye mra no ana se individual member of parliament bi ntimi ko fa ankura bi o ye mra hye bedwani ntimi ko fa bibi mase enye no mra LGBT no ayeye no ena amana akusa no supreme court be kan ho asema o munya nkan ho asem no because constitution clearly sanity and the speaker yes I don't know make on ho catch and say Mr. Speaker ade a wo yi wo dey asem eba Ghana because wo time NDC time I know better some way attorney general no gender activists be on say o mre bi e friend children's act gender activists be maybe na sorry gina say dey be constitution is yenye sa ambra na ache yenye de yenye sa ambra no na ye yakọ parliament foforo that was 1997 in 1998 mo bae be fire yen say na me committee on youth sports and culture eko fire yen de eko baby say yen koye omo person biebie ne memi eni so kire yin na no na manfo atwe mo adwen nyina eko twen obedasa mo adwen nyina so say no ade we ya e ma no ye no e ba parliament kra na say mfi executive no ha yintimi nye no obedasa mo as attorney general no agreed so any abane be sum near the ho no nsusuye na ba na parliament aye ne mra ma ye Bagbin or yes speakers is say no samre no ono no ye chairman of constitutional legal and parliamentary affairs committee he agreed with attorney general Emma attorney general ko je adwen poni free Emma no nsem ena aban no kusiesie no de ba parliament as a bill and he pass ya abaye children's act no in the LGBT no the same thing. Mr. Speaker. He told me so. He was acting under pressure. The Behenia Bibia. I feel bam Russia be more change against what the Constitution provides. ɛna akosa anya no nko nipa no ayi owura bi nso Madina MP ɔma de mmerɛ bi bae anti witchcraft bill sɛ wokɔbɔ bi bɛyie
Xavier
susu wokɔbɔ bi bɛyie ne nneɛma yɛmfa nkɔtum yɛde wokɔtum a sɛ aban sika ne yɛde bɛhwɛ wɔ woyare yɛde aban sika ne bɛhwɛ wɔ waduane a wobɛdi aban sika ne yɛde bɛhwɛ wɔ nti yɛntimi ɛnyɛ saa mmara no against what the constitution says ɛno nso akosa president sign ne yɛ because asɛm korɔ no a constitution say wokɔtu aban agu na sɛ yɛkyew a yɛbu kumfo mmara no wɔ hɔ sɛ suya speaker ma no de ɛho bill baeɛ ɛwɔ parliament mpaase ɛna president say constitution is say wọ́n sẹ́ yẹn nkokun no bi yẹn no kumfo yẹn fa no nkɔtum ne nkwa ne nyinaa na kyerɛ sɛ you are amending the constitution through the back door by a bill wọ́n ti bi use bill nso ɛfa amend the constitution no the president say draw your attention say parliament is wrong but me ntimi nka say parliament is wrong ɛnkɔ supreme court na mu ama yɛn asɛm no wɔ supreme court nti why all this confusion wokae sɛ 2022 budget ye debate me ye winding up wie ye Haruna kasa wie me ye ayi wie ye pe speaker hu say ye nkrofo no nipa me yensa bi ni ho wo so ye ntroba so speaker we die ai wo he constitution no kura mbo no a e ma ye kura me ntroba wo ho enti ye ka no a wo so wo chinchina ye ntroba na me ka che be nkrofo so papa yi de wo ye no ye mfi dem ha ani majority fo ni nyina mfi dem ho ye workout no NDC for no say mpo na nka mu nyina wo dem ho a we later got to know say two of them be no money ho but say mpo no mu nyina wo dem ho a na mo number na 137 so you free one the speaker say the budget has been rejected by NDC for 137 constitution no eka in article 104 say in the 275 member parliament no ade bia ye beka ho asem no I was here to no. I was here at least one half of MPs no to be there. My main kind article 104 no say obi a woti be a bit me tea. Was say except as otherwise provided in this constitution, matters in parliament shall be determined by the votes of the majority of members present and voting, with at least half of all the members of parliament present. The be a baby I to a parliament, you know. Decision be a take of parliament to swabana. I was say anyi be kranunya half of 275, no, which is 138. 137 is less than half. What you say? They also Oma rejected budget, you know. And I did change. And ye free hono. So now me tactically I knew what I was doing. Indeed, I did change na ye nya engrofo ni nyina no mo tutu kwa no mo buy. And they call them on and say we have 130. I think take it. 137 cannot take a decision for 275 members of parliament because my number no say mu nyina mo hampa mo less than half and then you be take decision, you know. And speaker no so yes and na dwuna otu kan na me po minister otu kan na say yes speaker and ye tese otu kan yes okay and the first deputy speaker akota akonwan mo tra akonwan mu ye take decision, no. And we didn't omo decision no mo say so called decision no mo take no ya reverse decision no because it was no decision. On the face of the law in Article 104, no, only 138, wouldn't take a decision for Parliament. And indeed, ye take a decision now to reinstate what was right. And my say budget and approval. And I'm just saying, say, Sani Manina, no, Akoso, Bagbin, timey.
Then we close to one and not number, she will defeat Ache. Nanu ikra same we say by nebi no mokaso ebia enka ha and nebi ebia okra na eli de ebia enka enko ne said the what is happening then I would say what is the motivation?
Motivation there saja me nyanya me de me dimension obi timu adwene but you see there are 2-3 things near oh you know constitution no one tiase ana because sometimes when they argue case no want to say nti on tiase ana say onim en wa hye de yesa didn't.
Because you're a lawyer.
Oh well, but say lawyers no, as some are obvious crano. Some of them may argue until maybe the court rules. No, who say be at the now or yes,
but and she say or the end they won't me argue. What's all this she any year?
Constitution nekasa. And he say, ye cranny ye rules no. Say ye rule be. Na say ye inconsistent with constitution na. To the extent say ye inconsistent with the constitution no. Ye rule no then false. What you say?
Because me kai say me try no I honorable do ajaho ebre no so back now parliament na say we best swear your friend say chief justice best swear a speaker in no say I swear no back on the constitution e can say back pe me can say chire him say supreme court bam e be chire mu say de na emra no e chire ankasa. So, more take it this year. Supreme Court on Kwan, betimi a chim.
Absolutely,
the framers of the Constitution.
Absolutely, a constitution no candidacy is a bad interpretation of a constitution. Na Supreme Court on Kwan, and betimi aye. Antina, enra meti say me call minia kumano ne maami ayi no yeto aso ayi no. Nti anajono, ana meti say. Minority for Nakoye press conference. The Bagbin Kyei no hano mujina.
Sure.
This country is guided by the rule of law. Emra ne di ejuma. Emra say the Supreme Court and say omna interpret my. The Supreme Court no be kan ho say no say wonyi ntumu a. Na pese what you say. Also, ena mre bia ho ye kwasa mra no. You can't do that. I think they are over exaggerating their strength. Emre bia ye no parliament pass mra no it must be assented to by the president and sana yemra to yemra na the president in sign ya enyemra wo to be ka so yakutu mra ni nyina egu the fi na ekro na yi levy etu egu ye wezu yakutu egu
no na nka mbe say possible it me aye adwuma say
they want to create a constitutional crisis. To me it's much ado about nothing. To me, it's much ado about nothing. You expose your ignorance by these things. Because, say, Makano, so who impo, assuming so majority ampa. Now, the president in sign here, and Yamra. To say, also, you could tell him running in a egu, the finacre, and Brano will cease to exist. Do you understand the making of a law? Yamra, what I say? And the atu mamidi in Hoya, say, me tea as a walker, me tea who has some run. And pay me nam kwazo me banana am say radio be a bonne voice minim say mo station ha na mo bonne voice was here. So the question to ask him is parliament a pass a law, no say president sign here, does it become law? It doesn't. To say your LGBT make us say ya pass here akusano, it's not law. To say anti-witchcraft no ya pass here president sign here enyemra. To say your friend is saying so be kwaye kuwa ya say ye munu kumfa wo se wo mpene so na ye mfa ntum ni kwa na nyina no enyemra. What you say? Because the president has not assented to them.
All right, so asemwa Dr. Kyei out to force in kind in adwuma mani
adwuma.
Okay. Ka me free parliament nanka Yahweh Galamsey ni kakra.
One was the asma mekaye no. See and so article 106. Or say the power of parliament to make laws shall be exercised by bills passed by parliament and assented to by the president. Article 104.1 no saneka.
Mrache be for be mo de ba say mampanyin emfa enyemra. Okay. You talk for Edaso was strike about the Galamsey fight, organized labor. Me did say what tibia. Say a corner young fine the fight against Galamsey. Ubia say Galamsey no enye high. Now so say no corner e dey amai.
Oh, Galamsey minia. Anya sem papa. First of all, ya na nipa ni bi come and yes say I say about we buy it and Galamsey about my own. Some you know Galamsey had been there for a very long time. Maybe they make pa ne say President Mahama time no. Commander Sugar Factory. Also, can say almost I come commander nti na a collapse for a long time. Nti John e bebe president no. No ka so pese osan e deba. Ka ya adwempa. Ba mo de ho hye ba parliament me ka say enya adwuma. Enya adwuma de nti. Ni nyina ne say commander ho no. Sugar cane plantations na wo ho. So unu sa hwede edua ne nsuo mu. Ateche afro mu ne edua no. Nsuo no etika kra bi a also de nsuo guso. Wo de irrigation water guso. Na commander ho no. Say wafa between Cape Coast and Takrade ekwemu ho. E bia pra no etwa kwa ni mu no. Ye fro beposo. Beposo ho no. Ho na enkroma ye factory no. Ono ne yatwe nsuo fi pra no mu. E de ko commander ko gu plantations no so. Now pra na yatwe mu nsuo no akogu plantations no so no. Sugar cane plantations no so no. Pra no nsuo na aye atecha no. Uni fa atecha no kogu nsuo sugar cane na so. Just any wo so ne so. Wo treat. Wo de alum ene chlorine egumuma ateche no efini kodase ne nsuo nani da ho na wo de eno akogu so. Ewiase baby eni ho a nsuo a ye de gu mfudie so irrigation water ye purify ansa so koye ne sa e be man the cost of production akosoro so nti me ka kire president Mahama say ade na wo ye no ka ya dwempa de na so nya adwuma because of this eto so mienu hwe pra no mu no enwi na wo mu nyina awu there's no fish in Prebio
because of activities
because of galamsey activities any cyanide ni mercury omodi gunsuo no mdi no ekum anwene ni nyina what does it mean a draw a fish ni mu ekokunu no enipa ko mu abekun nti ho meka so mo se empo ya tinsuo nani na se e maka crime ma amani mu a wodi kogu ayi no so a enfudie no so a sugar cane no mu a ebefa ayi ade no root no ne hini no mu akom ekomu nesi etwa ne ko process di yes kire no a obehu se ebi wom nti obewie no Food and Drugs Board and Ghana Standards Board ba ka say sugar na ya produce no anya fit for human consumption yaboka tu ogukwa did not until say be stop galamsey activities no sade no it will be an exercise in futility me kan omenti yakobo ho ka about $38 million ewie ni si ho no what you say ndian kra ye ba Alan e be ye trade minister because what some say de ne hwe ni ye e be say a call revival it's not going to work ndian hwe ni ye me kan ye anya dwuma de me kan say galamsey no e how man na was ye nyina de adwen esi so woni de ehu pa ne say nye nsuo no kono mo say no aye ka ho asemi forest areas maybe ye koko enduane ye dua enduane obehwe no de omo ye no beko enduane no ye die ye guo no ebetwa no na bi wom ye di akoye mu wokoto mankani a wonko test ansa na wodi ndi no obehwe no na mankani na bi na mu wo board a wokotwa wokwaye mu no a bengalam safe no akotwa no na edro ni bi wom ekomu a e ma o cancer. The much more dangerous thing is omen e chi ba akopa ni koko se bi koye koko boto ba akumu na se ye de ko amanone ye kotese ne ehunu se bo koko no enuboni bi womu a Ghana as a country is finished obi anto koko bi and that is the reason why I was here when you may yipa and the galamsey fight no I was here me ni pray the hadwe womu ne say in 2020 when Akufo-Addo said say the presidency was taking sound of a fight galamsey no ni be see ense so obe lusu kra eye no aye ni nyame dwuma no all kasa no the agents of NDC no monam say oh monkoso ye ndi e ba mama ye modwuma yeso obi di kwakubu ahen he was there nanu ya president Mahama wo nam wo kona pro ya wo san assure mo so mo ya chi mo di mo gu mu kra ma hu se mo num ho de me de me ba me jai mo. The strange thing is that omo demonstration ne fa de ne ho no, why is nobody mentioning the Ejomama ekeka? Say crash so ka sa de na say kalamse no e pese yakutia na say o ya mamore ni o. Nobody is addressing the President Mahama Eka. Why? Like I say, Mama demonstration, no, and this is for now. We are dia bruni na matemochi na moyesa ana. Otherwise, he should be the first person to confront to say, Crash, adwuma na yesi ye no. Na e so ha o man no. And na ofiri ho akokachire Akufo-Addo say, Masa wo so me oni na ye adwuma den. What you say? So I'm just saying, say, I agree with the principle, say we should fight against it. But when you know, I see a kaboom, minister or IBI, so ma concessions, Minerals Commission. Woman, you know, na fee, inia, and I know hereby me too kind of say, sorry for. Catholic priest be quite TSC demonstration ni bi omo po mani ye Pentecostals ni hwan for omo so Christian council omo so kantia but let's face it ye kind of crash ye ho a minia asoro no asoro ye ko no ye nyina na ye ko kalam say for no go omo nkotu go ni bebre enso asoro dem so okotu no nya ni sika odna so omara kra na asoro no front seat na na dem no contribution o jeni sika so ye nyina ye involved ahemfo ye involved. There's nowhere ye galam say ohene na wo ho no so ni mo bibi sebo se na nsan kra otumfo etutu ahemfo bi. There's nowhere ye galam say ohene na wo ho no so ni mo bibi ohene ni nim. The MC the DC wo ho no onim over here krona ye tu so no assembly member kra wo ho no onim. He has been compromised. Assembly members, the DCs, they're all compromised. And including ahemfo no bia omo. So I think baby Edru no. You per say kutiana ye mayen. Now of course ahemfo no so sir because o man no memu mu no. On say ye ahemfo na sinjen. Nti ono fi say me ntra masase ni no obi tinkran. Ama obi license o metu. Na me minim hwe. Ene me so me mpene. Nipa kro no kono ko hu ahenkro no. Oh, dear, me bro car. Na mama kwa mako he say, ohene no. Obaje. Me bro say, bomadi say, obaje. Sa na MC no hono baje. Assemblyman no hono cross no so nya bia on so baje. Enti ye pese ye na let's bring everybody together. The political parties are more pray. Say ye mo bia fa no sa me shekrata ase. Including in particular John Mahama and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Mfa Mensah because o mi no ye twi mu kosura abai betu emu ba ko ne ba be mampani. Nti o mi no mfa Mensah krata na se. Uno sa krata na se na ko gina ba bi na ko ka se me Mensah krata na se kwa na me ba mamo ye adwuma dia. Me ba bi hu se o ye trofo. Onya no kwafo. What you say? Na committee wo mo. The National House of Chiefs, the president of the National House of Chiefs, also a man is for and on behalf of all the chiefs of this country. So we are hine koye sade na osi a chiwa ene itu ade so ye afei sene mekai no maybe the minister responsible for natural resources also makes above all my presence and finance and shall say to recommit him. Yes idea I would not making even the faith-based organizations can't refer to demonstration. Moso mo representative on finance mechase Christian Council or president on finance mechase Pentecostals ni charismatic churches on finance mechase the chief imam on finance mechase now for who say we have a buy-in from everybody now for ma ekono eni adaho amaye we should get everybody involved because yem planning yemayi na no na me ne nua bi kasa adam say ye land use cry ye ni sisi yi minim so wafa enkrai akọ woni bananze ya enkrai ne woni ba ye me ho 10 years a ebebum
abomowi
because ye titias as na keke it doesn't exist anywhere in the world. We should have effective land use planning, and those are the things that we should be doing anyway.
Okay, All right. Yeah, that's it. Papa, ne nkoma woni yen abo. Me gidi say Dr. Mahmoud Bomi ase ne campaign ekoyi. Bibia ekoyi.
Oh, nyamedom pejapa. Sene ono osi fom no. Okra 2023. Ena ye to aba no. Me MPP ni, but na ne hum kakra. 2023. So John Mahama, he was very confident when he won. No, because we were winning. Even early this year, John still felt so. We are winning. But me see from no, I feel nam born a pro. Neire nanu see from the running mate see from omunyina bo pro no. I feel when was an easy go. Oh, and he Baumia is coming up strongly. Pose or more
pose baby say former president
Paul Ben Oh,
I info analytics
one info
Musa Dankwa.
No, everybody knows that he's a patented NDC. And you want to do give the so-called pose any credibility. I don't. I know of independent encrophobia among the Ghana for my year post no. They started last year. The Omoye and me huni. Na because say me shame because somebody means some very independent, very
ye po aba putu Dr. Mahmoud Baumia amano percentage actually say okuta this percentage on a lead poser ebe nyina ubeti na former president Mahama and ya head of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Masa Masi pose na wakana pose na aba ni nyina pose de na aba
de aba ye hu bi no
de
na ma example
and I say when ye sade no even questioning his methodology, questioning the method now the yes sade no I have no faith in that, but my catch was say the independent ones no and the foreigners be and me can say foreigners are money into they are foreigners with big stake in Ghana and oma yemienu last year I saw yes John was up na samre na ni enyi ba omia but na hey another party ni mu no oma no prepare ni ntino but dem dey buy ni nyina put John ahead. That was last year. You koyi Dr. Mahmoud ba omia no John started dropping and ono no e buy. The second one abano John still falling, Baumia climbing up. The third one, Abba, was just about 3 weeks ago. No, I've seen it. As they say, no, just say, Omuye at par. Near Equi, will say, the next one that they are hoping to do by the close of this month, October ending, no, and the Inyamai, Ebeba. Ombe release by about 2 weeks before the elections. I'm sure in my mind, given the trend that Omo no, actually say in 2 weeks time, no, Baumia would have overtaken him. And then any demonstration, no, and then until no yes no. John now knows to say maybe Odru no. And you all say Omonko for big radio, every television to say oh. I near doing there. You trap and say letter commission and declare my India and then the basic Ghana basic. And then the basic Ghana. You trap from every polling station. Yabobo. One number of polling station A ni, police station B, police station D. One for Hobby and Mrs. Annetie. You can't at the national level. Say I was you declare my one. When figures no chance will lose no. Won't you say? And the infant chain. I'm very hopeful. So the trend in the economy, you see that Baumia will win and win decisively, and that is why I think MPP for no so many break. No more year Juma Dane will form. Pa because John only message bia. Angel. Asama ye cano Baumia na tunu bo ase say a kwan we na me now so be ma amanfo adwuma no. John talks about maybe my employment. Employment when I'm coming to my employment.
The way you see the 24-hour economy.
Baby, we are see say no. Say wo a man for woman no. Say be producer. Omo man kwachiria. you can't employ them. Untimi employ womo. Abayan say baby hedru no. You say develop. The first thing that we should do is to develop our human capital. And then free senior higher the buy. You shall say about 2 billion the first year. What say? So they were 2 billion now. One franc was free senior high. Then you started talking about the first year when the free senior high no and you had the papa. And then what's your yama okay? Now, Oba Betwaso. I didn't know say yard papa no Betwaso. Over 2 billion question. I feel was a yama Betwaso. You are not being truthful. You are not being candid with Ghanaians. What you say? Yeah, be one district, one factory. Oh, you can't quite. You can't quite. And then obi ehunu factories do a etimia ba I be added to employment yendimi wieni nyina but that is the way to go but umia was say yenye digitalization to expand our economy so digitalization e dey buy ohun say enu na eboa ya ma even post covid the economy na nya say so massive turnaround last year digitalization at the port mkwano you reduce person to person contact. You know how much he gave us? He gave us over 8.5 billion cedis extra. And that is why you can say about we buy you can infrastructure. Agenda 111. You can schools higher. Classrooms do a see innovation there be most term education there is unprecedented. Acquire ye. Your mama obey kwan. No doubt about that. Obey kwan. The President Kofo a would see a 69,000 kilometers. John so buy only President Mensah buy no. I'm expanding a road network from 69,000 across 78,000. I'm de 9,000 kilometers extra the car a national road network. A kufa to buy a nay no. We have expanded the road network to 103,000 kilometers, an addition of 25,000 kilometers. Unprecedented. What you say? We are moving on. Economy. John Mahama, nano me wa no name who say, I the next year in the economy in the Ebeka wasn't. But me say Brahma economy now can wasn't. But me who debate, I was member. Economy no. Even post-COVID, they say even post-COVID, you know, President Mensah, who are by, you know, the average rate of growth of the economy registered under John Mahama was 2.9% every year. 4 years, you know, average 2.9%. Even post-COVID, I could afford to buy the first 3 years, you know, we grew by 7%, averagely for 3 years before COVID. COVID be bo mu krampo na fe COVID no mu no. Check it. We nosedived to 0.5%. 0.5% no. Following year ba say 2.9%, 20.3, 2023. You can say look at it. Look at the figures.
Okay.
About 4.7%. And they first quarter I know check here 4.7%. Second quarter 6.9%. And our bank say Moody's no review your economy no they say you cut down crown. Almost say all of a sudden within 1 year it has never happened. As a my upgrade. I feel we in Kosono the minimum GDP growth will be in the region of about 5.5%. What does it mean? So average even post COVID will be around 4.2%. I will not cover them. I will grow the economy at 2.9% every year. Come, let's debate the economy. And I don't know who wouldn't be a so John. What you say? And you know also woman. That's why he says it's not coming.
But was she a Ghana phone? You know, Ghana phone.
You are denying us. You are denying
questions. You know, last year you can the same thing. Dr. Mahmoud Bomian can't say. What ne market woman the phone could debate. So he's telling him same. So non so pay debater. Ghana for now almost so much no debate.
And I make a choice. They say the economy is having a serious rebound. I know, is he denying that? Is he denying that? So this year, beginning of this year, 4.7 and second year 6.9. Is he denying that? This is a rebound of the economy. And I must say, economy no COVID and Russia ntokwa ebe high into ye call from no 4 years in Umpuno, post COVID and Umpuno, we have done much better than you have done. 4 years, economic growth, we have done much better than you have done. You see, as I know, as I say, you know, a car dear, yes, of course, we should all admit. We should all admit. But you see, what John fails to recognize, on Kamuno Kre Magana for whom they say, Sikana Akosrono. The depreciation of the city and ma ye cano so high. Reduce it to dollar terms. Who say enko baby ya. Only 20 dia no who say John Mahama on the time no who the dollar terms who say no okweni wo che baby nami.
Yeah, that's it. Anope obae more than 1 hour and only akasa. Yeah, was for the education and the information so they are brain anope. Honorable Osei Chieftaincy Mensah Bunsu. Mrashe.
Kwame goes, Kwame comes on. Kwame and I come forever. I just be ready to say. Kwame Aba.
In service to God and country. Yeah, that's it. Papa, Honorable Osei Chieftaincy Mensah Bunsu, and no abo and commono, or ye Mrashe Bidreni, I was swami. Abato empesu so sanso ena oye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia manifesto committee no na eye chairman edemao